I mean, I can understand why they would have it from the other big guy. I can't remember his name. It seems like such a long time ago since I played Ratchet and Clank 1. It's only been like a month ago. What about you? Is this the physics? Yeah, it is.
Hello, this is Pedro Hastinas.
This system enemies would always be sure to react appropriately to being damaged out of a ton of house, so go ahead, hit him, he won't mind. Boom! Look at that. It doesn't act appropriately, because it doesn't act like he's getting hit from behind. Or in the head. And then that's just a magnet part. I don't think there's anything over here. No. Oh, fire.
Tony Garcia here. Using these 3 blue pads, you can edit the 3 particle effects in the center of the room. Go ahead.
Right, so yeah, you can play around with that. I'm not going to play around with it, because again, I'm going to be here all day doing it. Yeah, it just gives you some time to play around with the particle effects and everything like that. Oh, leave it near the end of the corridor. Oh, mirror effect.
Hey, this is Peter again. This was created to test screen buffer effects. Screen buffer effects are used to create things like distortion bubbles and heat hazing. This, however, ends up looking like a hall of mirrors. Can you guess why?
Because you made it like a hall of mirrors. Look at that. Oh. See? It's pretty cool. Pretty cool things in there. There's that guy there, so we need to hover all the way over here. No, wrong area. I'm not going to use that. Actually, wait, should we use it? I think we should. Electrolyzer, go. I don't know if I can do this, 'cause this is going to be stupidly hard. Oh, Jesus. Oh, god damn it. No, I didn't. Oh, I wanted to play it again. Come on, I can do it. There we go. Opens up this doorway out here, which... Look at that, look at that building. A really big building.
Hey, this is Peter again. These teleporters were originally intended to go into several of the levels. Due to time constraints, however, they were eventually cut.
Fair enough. And then we got this little platforming section.
Hello, my name is Brian Allgeier, the design director of Insomniac Games. These escalating rows of blocks were used when we were in the early stages of creating Ratchet and Clank 1. They were used to test Ratchet's jump heights and jump distances to see which would be the most fun.
So you can just jump all the way up him. So you got 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 5 meters. And then I think there's somewhere over here. Hold on. Ugh.
Brian Allgeier here. These walls, which range from narrow to wide, were used to test wall kick distances for the original Ratchet and Clank.
I believe this one's pretty good. You can jump all the way up. I believe it's probably like these ones you can't do. You can, very slowly. Not sure about this one over here. This one I think I'm going to struggle with. No. I'm kind of going up. Yeah, look at that. That's really, really slow. And in this one, there is a way to glitch this to get to the very top. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it.
Brian Allgeier here. These ramps get steeper.
Let's hope to establish that a 45-degree angle was the sharpest. So it's saying 45 degree, right? So we go all the way up here. Okay, I'll walk up here now. So 45 degrees shouldn't be a problem. Then we've got the 50. We go. No! There we go, look at that. And then you can't get up here. Ugh. So you can kind of get up there, but then you kind of can't. And then you got this bit over here. Which I don't know what. I don't know why this path's here. Like honestly, because I don't think it leads to anything, if I remember correctly. No! Oh god, it doesn't lead to anything, does it? No, it just leads to like that bit over there, and then you can just go all the way up there. And there's nothing. There's really nothing at the top. There's a way to get up there. I don't. Hang on, wait. There's a path over here. Where does this path go? No, it's bloody nothing. It's bloody nothing. Let's go back. Let's go back indeed. Things weren't even done with the Insomniac Museum either. There's still quite a bit left. There's this thing here. Take a little look.
Here. This monstrous robotic squid was created for one of the Ratchet and Clank 2 prototype levels. Since that level never made it into the finished game, however, neither did poor Squiddy.
Okay. I think it's just over here now. Oh, look at that little ship. Look at that little ship. Maybe there's a reason for having that. I'm not sure if you can go in it. Can you? You can! Look at that. As you can see, the health bar is still the same. On the bottom right from Ratchet and Clank 1. We can use this for transport. Oh! Destroy Insomniac museums. I don't think I can get in there. And then L1's to go down. I think R1 or R2's to go. No. R2 and L2 is a strafe. X is to go. There we go. Okay. Let's go over through here. Ugh. No! That looks like the jet ski. I think.
Hello, I'm Carl Grande, QA manager here at Insomniac Games. This gadget was originally intended for Ratchet and Clank 1. Unfortunately, it didn't make the cut.
Yeah, this definitely looks like the jet ski that they were going on about. If you look at it, it looks like it. Probably was. Right, hold on. What's
My name
this?
is Chris Town, and I'm a tester here at Insomniac Games. This helmet was the original model for the Hologuise gadget in Ratchet and Clank 1. It was eventually changed to the
Okay, I'm not going to listen to all of it. But as you can see, I mean, that's too big for Ratchet's head, but I don't know why they changed it. Maybe they thought it didn't look cool enough. They know why, I just can't be bothered to say. That's the gist of it. They know why, they just don't want to say. That's all. Alright, hold on, there's a guy over here. It's got 87 on it. What's so special about 87? Alright, hold on. I'll play the message.
Hey, this is Peter again. This little widget was used to test our new chunk system. We lovingly call it the corn system. Notice how all the breakables in this game are much prettier? Well, that's corn working hard for you. Give it a whack and see what it does.
Okay. Ugh. Look at that. Good effect, good effect. There's one over here.
Next out here. Fear the random robot NPC. This robot never made it into Ratchet and Clank 1 because of the fabled Day of Poultry, when chickens swarmed over our offices and pecked the computer, holding this mechanical darling to pieces. We were able to retrieve her eventually, though.
Where are you? I don't know if this does anything. Does it do anything? No, it doesn't. It's just a bloody model. Alright, okay. Ship. Let us go. I want to go on a ship. Thank you. I think there's something over here. Is there not? No, that's a ship. Alright. No, no, no. We missed something. I just saw a bloody thing in here. Hold on. Ugh. Alright, what about you?
Mike Stout here. Have you ever wanted to create your own infiltrator puzzle? Well, now you can. Just stand on the blue pad and play around with the values a bit. Confound your friends and amaze your enemies.
No, I don't want to do that. But yeah, I mean, that's cool and all. What would have been cool, I mean, again, whether or not this is going to ever happen in the Ratchet and Clank universe, is like have like a create your own level similar to what like Time Splitters and a lot of other games had and probably do have now. Like even Little Big Planet, where you can maybe create your own level for Ratchet and Clank using certain devices and have something like that. That would be cool. I say all these ideas, I have no freaking idea how to implement them though, like at all. I think this guy's just a wall gravity one, isn't he?
Chris here. Here at Insomniac, we're so hopped up on caffeine that we bounce off the walls. You can do the same with these gravity ramps.
These gravity ramps are so radical. Oh my god, what the hell? I'm gonna try this. It's gonna make the camera go weird. Okay, we can't do that. We can... Oh, what the hell? How does that work? That's weird. Get me off. Thank god, that looks so weird. Right, okay, get in the ship. Go to this one, over here. Yes. Get the hell through here. Thank you. What the hell are you? Oh, this is the three-headed Hydra.
Wade, the animation director here at Insomniac Games. The three-headed Hydra was a big cut from Ratchet and Clank 1. It was originally intended as a mini-boss on Pokitaru. Ratchet battled this beast whilst riding a boat through blowfish-infested waters. However, it didn't end up being that much fun at all.
And rather than spend inordinate amounts of time on it, it was eventually scrapped. You can't do anything on it. But you know what it reminds me of? Those monster things you have to ride in the second level of Ratchet and Clank 2. I forget what they're called. I'm not even going to bother looking up the creature names. But you know which one I'm talking about. You know. You know. There's another ship here. Hold on. What's this one?
Hey, it's Tim. This car was originally going to be included in the battle with the giant robot on Snivlac. Unfortunately, its lack of heavy weaponry proved its bane. It now calls the Insomniac Museum its home.
Have we been here? Hold on. Let's use this ship. Can it shoot? It can't shoot. It will not shoot. At all. What the hell? I am disappointed. I think it's something wrong. Oh, hold on. What the hell is this? Oh, that's cool. He jumped out automatically.
These floating spherical monstrosities are the elusive gravity spheres, which were originally going to be included in Silver City. They proved to be too difficult, and a bit nauseating, to be included. They are preserved here for posterity. Swing shot up to try running around one, and then swing shot again to get off the sphere.
Okay, this is going to be bloody annoying as hell. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the planet's a little bit too small, I'm not going to lie. It said to swing shot off. I want to... Oh my god, it won't even let me do it. Yeah, I mean, I can see why people would get a little bit nauseated, especially if you do this, and this, and... No, I'm going to stop doing that now. I want to get off this one. Can I get off, please? There we go. Right, and let's go over here. Is that it? I swear there was more. There's something around here, isn't there not? No, this is like another ship. I think that's all of it. Yeah, that's all of it pretty much covered. So I want to make sure, because I don't want to miss anything. Yeah, that is all of it. Wow. I mean, I think it's definitely also very cool that in this game they show you like what didn't make it into the previous game in this game, and they do the same for Ratchet and Clank 3 and a few other games. I can't remember if Gladiator has an Insomniac Museum or not in that. I don't think I ever found it if there is. But okay, can I get through here, please? Yeah, that's about it. We've searched like every single area here. It wasn't too big, so we didn't get lost. But yeah, overall, it's probably one of my favourite Ratchet and Clank games. Probably tied with A Crack in Time. Because A Crack in Time, the only thing that improved on was the story. Like, I really felt like the story was amazing in that. And that is probably one of my all-time favourite games of all time, with both gameplay and story in mind. But that is it. I'm going to go drive around in here until we lose the life. Can we lose life in this? No, we can't. Okay. But yeah, that's going to be about it. So I will see you when I do Ratchet and Clank 3, and then I will probably go on to do Ratchet Gladiator. By the time you see Ratchet and Clank 3 being completed, hopefully Ratchet Gladiator would have been out in HD. So you're going to see Ratchet and Clank 3, and then Ratchet Gladiator, and then I do not know what I will be doing. But thank you ever so much for watching this playthrough, and I will see you in the next one of Ratchet and Clank 3.